Hello everyone, welcome back to Crossword. Today's Friday, January 24th. Let's see what they have for us today. To go by, time that goes by passes, I suppose. Bodybuilder's pride, maybe they're really proud of their pecs. Dismiss. I don't know. Toy Story antagonist is a kid named Sid, right? S-I-D? Sing Sing, e.g. That's a prison, right? State pen. Mobile. Like a cell phone. Mobile could be a million other things. Work on Wall Street. Trade. Fall forecasting aids. Things that help you tell when it's going to be fall? Or things that tell you when you're going to fall? I don't know. Chopped. No idea. Material used by many deck builders. Cedar, wood. The psychedelic reader subject. LSD, I guess. Literature Nobelist Mario Vargas, no idea. Mexican grilled corn dish. I learned this just last month. Elote. Dairy farm structure. Cow barn. Much Consumer Reports work. They do tests of things. Exit polls. You dismiss a worker if you axe them, yes. Okay, your mobile phone is your cell phone, sure. This certainly, Spanish names can start with LL. I don't know what this one would be, though. A cow shed, maybe? One of three countries straddled by Mont Dolent? I don't know. Green-skinned god of the afterlife. Green-skinned. In whose mythology? I don't know. Non-dairy offering. Don't know. English translation of a paradoxical line. Forget it. Change one's tone again. You repaint. On to things. I don't get it. Substations. A deli makes you a sub sandwich. Originator of Rocky Road ice cream must be E.D. Wise. Chopped hued, maybe? Well, Italy. I mean, they have mountains there, and 5 letters ends with L-Y. Sure. Don't know this god. On to things. You're aware of things if you are on to them. Retint? Maybe? I don't know. I don't like that enough to write it in. Is big in the news. Something. I don't know. To go by is to elapse. It's the same clue they had up here, isn't it? Indeed. Give it a shot. All right, now I'll put in retint. Someone who is big in the news makes headlines. This guy's name is Yosa, apparently. Okay. You are rushed if you are pressed for time. Non-dairy offering? Hello? This is something's looking wrong here. And it must be this. Alright, well, the end does seem to have been right. Okay, fine. Non-dairy offering. Non-dairy. Most things are non-dairy. Plastic is non-dairy. I don't know. Looks like shot, doesn't it? Newspaper version with updates from the morning. The late edition, maybe, as compared to the early edition? Close combat is a melee. Image on the backside of the state seal of Texas. Probably Alamo. They love that shit. Supermodels Kate Upton and Kate Moss. To revise and amend. Yeah, that's a word you only ever see in the crossword. Greek goddess Eos. Yep. Media outlet with a francophone counterpart? I don't know. Oh, maybe it's a... maybe it's CBC, because in Canada they have to have stuff in French, right? So maybe there's like a French version of the CBC. Could be. Collection of works? Don't know. Some stripes on drapeau français? Stripes on French drapes? I don't know. Drone bees, e.g. I don't get it. Florida City with the U.S.'s largest equestrian center. I feel like I could name 2 or 3 Florida cities. I mean, I guess more, right? Did I say French? Florida cities. Tampa? Is Tampa a city or is Tampa Bay the city? And I have no real evidence this is right, but like Tampa is in Florida, I'm pretty sure. And it's 5 letters, so let's write it in. I don't know if they have a lot of horses. This is not a pipe. That is Magritte now that you mention it. Oleo? Oh, wasn't this? Oh, Osiris. Okay. Oleo was in the crossword a few days ago. Give it a rest. To meander is to drift. Make some calls. A ref makes you. To ref could be to make calls as a referee. Florida City. Oh. Orlando. Doesn't fit. Omaha's not in Florida. That's in Nebraska. I don't know. TV family you meet in the show's theme song? Oh, man. I don't know. Like many immigrants to the U.S. beginning in 1845. Irish? Hamilton, the 10. Meet the Flintstones? Okay. Temperature gauges sometimes. Like a rod? You can use you have rod-shaped temperature things? I don't know. Sure, count me in. Let's. Ha ha ha. You dip a toe in the water to gauge the temperature. Eschew cooking, say. You eat out. Accept financial responsibility. You bear the something. Best-selling American car of the 90s. Tacoma? Maybe. When many resoluciones de Año Nuevo are broken. In enero, in the spring. No, wait. Enero is, sorry, not spring. January. Mess up. Don't know. Rings in a bakery? Donuts. TAU? Oh, the Ford Taurus. Sure. Those magnificent men and their flying machines must be a thing. Rugby formation is a scrum. Development sites, uteri. We get dust is to clean up and botch to mess up. Activist who said, from the time I was a child, I tried to protest against disrespectful treatment. Must be Rosa Parks. Type of question not asked in 20 questions. anything but yes or no, right? Non-yes or no? Non-yes no's? Big swig is a gulp, I suppose. A mug. A mug is not a rug. A mug is not a rag. A mug is not a rig. Give a run for your honey. You would elope to run away with your honey, your darling. Oh, you bear the expense. Latin America. Is it sex tape or sextant? Sextant, okay. Art accessory rarely used by Jackson Pollock. An easel. Big swig? Why would belt make any sense here? What else would? Pelt? This is crazy. You don't use open-ended questions. To mug someone is to rob them. A belt is a big swig? I've never heard of this. One paying half for quarters. Say. Paying half for quarters? Something tenant. A co-tenant pays half for the sleeping quarters. Is this a city named Ocean City or something? Collection of works is canon. I don't know this city, apparently. Some stripes, I guess they could be blue. Drone bees, that's a cast. I don't know if I've ever heard of Ocala, but okay, I guess they have a lot of horses. Nutritional initials, the RDA. Stock item in a brewery, a keg. Graffiti signatures are tags and SDS? No. Open-ender? Okay. I don't like that very much. Yeah, because obviously they're seniors, not SDs. You don't, I mean, it's true. You could say this question is an open-ender, but like, who would do that? Why wouldn't you just say this question is open-ended? I don't know about that. I mean, it's legitimate. I don't like it. That's all. Bowser in the Mario games. Let's say boss. It's made to measure a ruler. Video game company named after. Oh, that's Atari. Exercise similar to a crunch. A sit-up. Unwelcome message on a graded paper. See me. They love see me in crosswords. We'll do. Slate, an anagram of the best Wordle starting word, or one that's commonly used anyway. These are 5 great letters to start with, and I don't just start with them every time because I like the variety of a different starting point. That's why I pick a word from the mini. But today, we've been given permission to use some fairly good letters. How about crone? Crepe? Nailed it? There were many other words available at that point, I'm sure, right? Yeah, 4 words. Cream or creme, crime, and what are the words actually? Crime, crude, creme, and crepe. So it wants me to. Well, actually, it says your guess is just as good as mine, huh? There's no way to tell all of these apart, guaranteed, with a single guess. Okay. I believe I did the spelling bee successfully yesterday. Let's have a look again today. What was it again? Bookmobile. Oh, yes. How smart I felt when I saw that one. Carry, neckery, antocary. Carontandy. Carrot? Tunny, T-O-N-T... I see crayon, obviously, but how do you get the letter T in there? Cartoony? Oh, come on. I'll give myself credit. That's a word. And we'll just move on to the connections from there. What do we have? Nicotine is quite specific. Doesn't mean a lot of different things, you know? Maybe these are things you get patches of? Yes, a cabbage patch, a nicotine patch, a rough patch, a soul patch. I don't see any other patches here. Let's just submit this for the Perl group. A litter and a brood. These are animal offspring groupings. There's only two, though. A line and a point. These are geometric things, but there's not really anything else. To reflect and to ponder and to muse and to brood are all, you know, to introspect. Nothing else really is. What are the other groups while we're here? Point and stare. These are things it's rude to do. It's rude to interrupt. I don't know if I'd say it's rude to litter. Like, you shouldn't. It's illegal. What? I clicked on submit. I didn't click on spelling bee. I was in the middle of submitting this. Are you warning me I shouldn't? Reflect, ponder, brood, and muse. I mean, stare is not really the same. Stare and point, those are rude things to do, and so it's rude to interrupt. To contemplate, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll put litter in and then see what the other group would be if we did that. Yeah, these are all your career or your job, your occupation. Your vocation. I object a little bit. Not a lot. I don't object strenuously, but I don't think litter should be on this list. The other three are rude. Litter is, like, illegal. You know, the enforcement is not great. Lots of people litter all the time. But, like, if you're pointing at people and someone says to a cop, hey, like, that guy's pointing at me, they'll be like, okay, thanks for letting me know, see you later. Whereas, like, in principle anyway, you know, if you just throw a bunch of garbage on the ground and someone says to a cop nearby, hey, that guy just threw all that shit on the ground, the cop's going to go over and be like, A, pick this stuff up, B, like, here's a ticket. I don't know how they ticket you if you're just, like, walking around, though. I mean, I guess they can ask for your ID at that point. They can't ask for ID for no reason, but if they want to give you a ticket, they can ask. Well, they can always ask, but you don't have to show it to them unless they have a reason. And if you don't, then, like, they can arrest you or whatever. Point is, like, in principle, if the system were working perfectly and as intended, which I'm not taking a position on at this time, you know, if you were littering and a cop knew about it, you would face penalties. And in the other three cases, you would not. That makes them rude and littering a different thing. Just my little complaint. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.